Alexander Kane had signed a merger worth $4 billion that morning, and by afternoon, he couldn't remember why any of it mattered. He'd inherited an empire before he turned 30, private jets, a name on 3 skyscrapers, a rotating cast of women who loved the idea of him more than they ever loved him. Every relationship felt like a transaction dressed up as romance. So when his therapist suggested he reconnect with something real, Alexander didn't book a retreat or a yacht trip. He rented a modest apartment above a laundromat in a town 2 hours outside the city, introduced himself as Alex, and took a job restocking shelves at the corner hardware store he secretly owned through a shell company. Nobody there knew his last name. Nobody cared. That's where he met Nora. She ran the flower shop next door, hands perpetually stained green, always humming off-key while she trimmed stems. She was fiercely independent, mildly allergic to small talk, and completely unimpressed when Alex tried to charm her with a joke that fell flat. "You're trying too hard," she told him bluntly. "Just be normal." So he tried. He carried her flower deliveries without being asked. He learned she took her coffee with too much sugar and not enough shame about it. He discovered that laughing at nothing, over nothing, with someone who wanted nothing from him, felt more valuable than any deal he'd ever closed. "You're different from most guys," Nora admitted one evening, locking up the shop as rain started to fall. "You don't perform." "I'm tired of performing," Alexander said, and for the first time in years, he meant every word. Their evenings turned into a quiet routine: thrift store trips, burnt popcorn, arguments about terrible reality TV. He fell in love not with a version of himself curated for cameras, but with the version only Nora ever got to see. Then the local paper ran a business feature, and there was his real name, right below a photo of the hardware store's silent investor. Nora stared at the article, then at him, betrayal flickering across her face. "All this time, I wasn't lying about anything that mattered," Alexander said quietly. "The version of me you fell for, that's the only one that ever felt true." She crossed her arms, studying him the way she studied difficult flower arrangements, searching for what actually belonged. "Prove it. Stay Alex. Not because you're hiding from your life, because you'd rather have this one." He didn't hesitate. Already decided that a long time ago. For once, Alexander Kane walked away from something worth billions and didn't look back once. If Alexander and Nora's story reminded you that the best things in life are rarely the expensive ones, follow for more heartfelt romances. Share this with someone chasing something simple and real, and tell me in the comments, could you fall for someone who owned nothing but showed up for everything?